Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's Creature Feature Week, and I'm your Sunday host, Bourgie86, here again. Yes, guys, it's that time for the Sunday review. Now, the film I got for you guys today is one that I've been wanting to check out for a while, and it was actually recommended to me to review because I was trying to think of a film that I never watched before to review because I like to do like first-time watches for these. And this one's very interesting. It's a killer snake movie that goes by the title of King Cobra. Yes, this film is directed by David and Scott Hillenbrand, who also actually Scott Hillenbrand is actually the star of the film. He plays our main character of Doug, and his David, his brother, actually does the music for this movie. So that's a little hint. They actually go by. They actually changed their last names for their respected credits for that. So pretty much the main plot of this one, we're introduced to our main setup of like this laboratory, and what ends up happening is there's actually an accident in the lab caused by a other scientist played by actually Courtney Gaines, of course from Children of the Corn fame. And what ends up happening is this giant explosion, and this thing that they created inside of it has escaped, known as Seth. Now, Seth is a hybrid of a king cobra and a diamondback rattlesnake, which that means is he has characteristics of both. And it ends up escaping the lab, and then unbeknownst, 2 years have passed since this accident. And killings start happening in this small town of Fillmore. And we end up meeting our main character of this centerpiece, Doug, who's the local like doctor who's actually about to move away to do like a city job, that type of deal. He wants to get away from the small town life. And he ends up getting caught up in this case and this killer snake attacks. So what ends up happening is they discover that what is going on, and end up calling this snake expert played by Mr. Miyagi himself, Pat Morata, to come and help them capture and destroy the snake once and for all. That is pretty much the main plot of this one. Now, my thoughts on the film. Very fun ass time this is because it gets right into it. It's very fast paced, and you get a lot of like action scenes with like the snake and stuff, and a lot of like kills and stalks. Now the snake itself is pretty fucking awesome because it's all fucking practical effects. It's amazing. The snake was created by the Kyoto brothers, of course, famed special effects team and directors in their own right. Of course, they're probably most famously known for doing Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But they did effects on so many of my favorite like creature features and other movies like Critters, Ernest Scared Stupid, and numerous other ones that they worked on during their time period as effects artists. That was really shocking that they actually did it because they use a lot of cool like puppetry effects and stop motion even in their effects departments. And the snake looks fucking awesome, and it's really cool looking, especially the way that the snake moves and interacts with the actual cast in the film. And the characters are very funny. We also have appearances by like Eric Estrada, who is kind of like a, I'll get more into that in my little gripe with the film. And then also like Hoyt Axton's also in this movie, of course, who played the father in Gremlins, and was in one of my favorite 80s movies of all time, Retribution. He plays the cop in that. He actually plays the mayor of the town, who at first is kind of like hesitant. It has like that Jaws vibe going on with trying to get the town brewery up and going with like this festival, because there's going to be a lot of out-of-towners at this festival. So with that being said, I love the snake. I love like how the snake interacts, and some of the characters are very quirky. I like Pat Morata in the film. He's very funny and humorous, even though he's actually kind of odd and weird that he's top villain, but he doesn't come until like the 40-minute mark of the film, which his character is introduced. But we do get like a lot of like mystery and backstory of like finding out what is doing like these savage killings and bodies piling up also. So I can see why his character was introduced into the 40-minute mark of an hour and 30 film. So my major gripe with this film is they introduce a lot of like weird sub characters. The buddies that are hunters are kind of okay. I'm okay with them because they end up being in body count in the film. But one little minor gripe is they introduce like this character of Eric Estrada, who doesn't really have a lot to do with the film. He's just in the film because he's Eric Estrada, so you know that because it's a guest star and like cameo role. But it's kind of takes away because they have like this conversation that's going on, and they don't introduce these characters again in the film. So that minor little gripe that I do have the film kind of hurts it. And even though like the way that Eric Estrada's character is portrayed in the film, it's kind of weird when you see it because it's Eric Estrada and just the way that his performance is in it is very funny, but it's kind of like a scene stealer scene. So like it's like a big introduction to these characters. Like they have like a major point in the film, but even though that's the only scene that these characters are in. So other than that, I still enjoy the film for what it is, but it kind of stopped the movie for me, especially that scene, because and trying to wonder why would this scene shown just to show that Eric Estrada's in the movie. But other than that, it's still a super fun snake film with awesome practical effects, with an awesome looking snake, I have to say, because you see, like I said in the description, it's a king cobra mixed with a rattlesnake. So you have like characteristics because the tail is like a rattler and the head's like a king cobra, of course. So it's fucking awesome to look at and really super fun. I highly enjoy this for what it was. Like I said, I had that major one gripe, so I can't give it like a perfect score by any means. So I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I did highly enjoy this. This is a super fun creature feature that you would enjoy, and if you love creature features like I do. And just a fun like killer snake movie with like some cool characters. And like I said, the practical effects make this movie awesome because it comes in a time period when CGI was heavily influenced like these type of movies. So it was still cool to see like a practical creature feature in like the late 90s into like the 2000 era. So I did respect that the filmmakers did that with that. So 8.5 out of 10 for King Cobra. Awesome shit. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and next week is going to be random again. Don't know what the theme week for next month is because we still got to decide it. So I'll see you then guys. Peace out.